So I just drove into my old hometown of Red Lake, Ontario, which always makes me feel really emotional. It's so familiar. Nothing really ever changes here except that there's more derelict buildings and fewer people and fewer businesses. Everything's kind of a ghost town along the Trans-Canada way up here, and it used to be pretty hoppin' in the 80s. Anyways, I'm staying at the Howey, which is a motel, because Red Lake is situated on Howey Bay, which is a long bay in the big lake of Red Lake. And Howey Bay in 1936 had the most popular airstrip in the world. It was actually, it was an ice airport because there was a huge gold rush here during the 1930s. And yes, in the winter of 1936, this airstrip on an ice road on Red Lake was the most popular and frequented airstrip in the world. Now, it's just like floatplanes that take off here and they go out to fishing lodges and things like that. But there's still a lot of gold here and a lot of people mining the earth for it. But there's not much community left because the mines they fly in the workers from Thunder Bay and Winnipeg nowadays, whereas it used to be all families like my family that lived here, and the dads would work the mines and the kids would run around in the nature, just like I grew up doing. So I'm gonna go drive around and sauce myself in some memories right now. I'm walking around in the Red Lake Cemetery and I don't know, I just feel a lot of emotion right now. It's very interesting. I don't have any family in this town, but coming through this graveyard, I see the gravestones of so many people that I know, and I know their last names. I see the pictures on their headstones, and they're the parents of people that I used to hang out with when I was a child. The woman who ran the bowling alley, and this is what it feels like to have a home. And even though I don't really have a family anymore so much, and nobody that lives here, only a couple of people that I see, but you know, to have land that recognizes you when you come back, and all these names and people, souls that you're connected with in some way, however tangential. I just have a lot of emotion coming into town, and just sadness, and so many memories, so many memories. All the different times that I spent, whether they were good or bad, happy or sad. It's a lot to be alone here right now. Yes, I'm naked. I came down the hill and I threw myself in the lake where I used to swim as a little teenage girl, and where in the winters I would go out when it was frozen, and I'd go out into the middle, I'd trudge out into the middle of this lake, and I would sing Phantom of the Opera songs at the top of my lungs in the dead of winter, because these lakes freeze. They're like 6 feet thick. You can drive on them, hence the airport on the lake. That's not this lake, this is Russet Lake. There's Red Lake and Russet Lake, not the same. Similar, but not the same. I had to throw myself in as an offering to the land. So behind me, there are a couple of stone walls that are all that's left of this Mennonite mission that I used to play at when I was a child. It was knocked down a long time ago, and there's a plaza, just like a commercial plaza that's built right there. But these walls looked so big to me when I was a tiny little child, and I used to climb up to the top of them and jump off with my friends, and we would sit on top of them and dangle our little legs down, and it felt like we were so brave. And there used to be a garden actually that I used to help them tend right here behind where the green grass is growing. Yeah, it's so interesting. I spent so many wonderful, beautiful hours at that Mennonite mission. They were very, very kind people. They made popcorn a lot, and it was really, really tasty popcorn. And they made homemade bread and a lot of homemade food, actually. And they were so nice to me and my siblings and our family. A little known fact about me is that I'm actually a baptized Mennonite. I was baptized as a Mennonite when I was 21, shortly before I started doing a lot of earth magic and becoming a witch. Hi, so here I am standing under a plane called the Norseman, and in case you didn't already know, Red Lake, Ontario is the Norseman capital of the world. The Norseman, and here it is enshrined in a local park. The Norseman was and is a very sturdy little bush plane, and it was responsible for loading and carrying supplies to all the gold mining camps. Back in the day when Red Lake was the busiest airport in the world, this was the plane that everyone was flying. Here and there and everywhere all around the Muskeg wilderness. And they built this park and installed this Norseman plane here sometime in my early teen years, and this park was all the rage. Yeah. So if you ever want to visit the Norseman capital of the world, just come here to Red Lake and you'll get to see this beautiful plane. Yeah, sitting on a dock in my childhood hometown, finishing off some poutine. Can't get any better than this the day before Canada Day, right? Yeah, and true to my childhood also, the land of skidoos. Apparently on this road they're not allowed. But yeah, so driving down the main roads, dune buggies and ATVs everywhere. During winter, people just like roll around on their skidoos all the time, going to other people's houses. So they have to have signs like no skidoos. Very winterish climate. One reason why I just can't live here.